Welcome into the BSN Avalanche Weekly Breakdown presented by Bender's Bar and Grill.
This is Jim Armstrong, former sports columnist at the Denver Post. These days, I own Bender's up in Westminster in the Westminster Promenade Ice Center. If you don't think we're the preeminent hockey bar in the metro area, you haven't seen the framed original 6 jerseys above the bar. We have poutine on the menu. That must make us a hockey bar. All kinds of good stuff on the menu. Come on up to Bender's and check us out.
I'm Allie Monroy, and alongside me is BSN Avalanche beat writer Adrian Dater. Dater, do you like my shirt?
I love it. How do I get one of these?
bsndenverlocker.com.
Okay, I'm done. It's done.
All right, well, let's jump right in. Dater, the Avs kind of let one go Saturday night in Minnesota. A lot of people believe Jared Bednar made a strange coaching decision at the end of that game. What went wrong there?
Yeah, now listen, normally I'm very easy on the coach here. Jared Bednar's done a good job, I think. Forget about that first year. It really wasn't his fault. But Saturday night he did have a mistake, in my opinion.
Mental lapse.
Mental lapse, a bad decision, a poor decision. It happens. The Avalanche were down 2-1 to the Minnesota Wild. 2 minutes, 49 seconds to go. And they had a power play. So you've already got a 5-on-4 situation. You know you're going to get. Bednar wanted to make it a 6-on-4, though. So he pulled Semyon Varlamov out of the game to get that extra skater. Faceoff was in the Minnesota zone. Now the key here was to win the faceoff when you have an empty net, because if the other team gets it, they can shoot it into the empty net. Why is this important? Because the Avalanche are not a very good face-off team. I think they were last year. In fact, the Avalanche lost the face-off, of course. Puck went to the Minnesota Wild defenseman Jonas Brodin. He put it in the empty net. And before the Avalanche could even really have a realistic chance to come back, it's sort of all been taken away by that decision. So, yeah, not the greatest decision right there. Probably cost them, I think, a chance at a point. But that stuff happens. Let's move on. Didn't seem like it was ever in the destiny of things to happen that night, that they were actually going to beat that team anyway for a lot of different reasons. But, yeah, time to move on. Put that one behind him, but also learn from it. If you're going to pull the goalie, Jared Bednar, you got to have a team that actually wins faceoffs.
And finally, the Avs are dealing with some injuries to key forwards right now. In your opinion, who needs to step up?
Well, he's going to get a chance starting tomorrow night. That is A.J. Greer, the formerly touted rookie, second-round pick, who got a pretty good chance to play last season and didn't show very well. He showed well in camp this year, but he got sent to Colorado Eagles. He's back with injuries to Sven Andrighetto, Tyson Jost, and J.T. Compher. The Avalanche actually called 2 forwards up from the Colorado Eagles. A.J. Greer and Sheldon Dries. And I expect Greer to be a little bit different player. I talked to him today at practice. He wants to get away from being kind of an agitator type of guy who takes penalties and tries to rough guys up, to being more his strength of just being relentless on the puck, taking the physical play when it comes, but not going out of his way to do that, not putting himself in the penalty box, hopefully as much as he has. And he had 8 points in 8 games in Colorado for the Eagles, so he earned his call up. And Friday night he's got a chance. The other big lineup news is youngster Vladislav Kamenev will be the second line starting center. He's the guy who obviously has to step up. He's getting second line ice time right now, and here's your chance to shine, kid.
Well, be sure to follow all of our game coverage on bsndenver.com, and be sure to check out BSN Denver Locker for awesome shirts. For Adrian Dater, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver.
If you're a football fan or a hockey fan, you got to check out Bender's off of Highway 36, just off of Church Ranch Boulevard. 32 beers on tap, served in chilled glasses. We're a watch site for Coloradans for Nebraska and Steeler Nation of North Denver. So if you're a Husker fan or a Steeler fan, you're a recent transplant to Denver, come on up to Bender's and check us out.